The idea of building a road from I-90 to Highway 34 in Sturgis is not a new one. Our top story, once again, the idea is voted down, and now Meade County leaders ponder Plan B. Your news starts now.
Now, in high definition, this is KOTA Territory News at 10.
The vote to approve a tax increment finance district for a highway to connect the interstate and Highway 34 east of Sturgis failed by a landslide. Good evening and welcome to KOTA Territory News at 10. I'm Scott Gross. Now, even though the vote failed, the wheels are already turning to figure out Plan B. Meade County Commissioners say there continues to be a need for the byway, which would follow much of this road. District 2 Representative Bob Bertolato cites the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, agricultural business, and the Fort Meade VA Hospital. Commission Vice Chair Linda Roush says there are a few options, including a partnership with the state. But landowners along the proposed highway predict it'll be a tough effort.
We've invited the DOT to a future meeting. I don't know if it's going to be our next one or the one after that, but soon, so that we can have an open public discussion about are they interested in financing this road and what terms might they be talking about.
The state inspected it very thoroughly at one time and declined to build it because it didn't save enough time, it wasn't going to be used heavily enough, and it was too expensive to build. Those three reasons still exist.
The Meade County Commission meets next Monday. The ballots from Tuesday's election will be canvassed then. Now, canvassing means to officially count and certify the vote. Well, the woman accused of Rapid City's first murder of the new year gets a small dose of good news. More on that ahead. And Chief Meteorologist Mike Modrick is tracking a warmer weather pattern and has the latest near forecast first. Mike?
And Scott, I'm actually going to show you some warmer numbers. These don't look warm, but I'm going to take Spearfish, for example. Holding with a plus sign, that's good. Rapid City, even the airport has a plus sign, and we're a little warmer in town. Now, that being said, Nemo's at 3 below. This is a little spot called Annie Creek outside of Lead at 11 below, Deerfield at 2 below zero. Yes, it is cold right now, but there are pockets of warmth already. In Hewlett, the airport's at 10 above right now. Well, we start the day with teens and a plus sign tomorrow with sunny skies and mostly sunny into the afternoon, 40 into the lunch hour, 44 for our high in Rapid City tomorrow afternoon. And it gets even warmer from there. I love saying that. We'll talk about how warm, Scott, coming up.
The woman accused in the first homicide in Rapid City this year made another court appearance today. Corinne Vermillion is accused of murder and manslaughter in the stabbing death of her boyfriend, Donnie Ledoux. She previously pleaded not guilty to murder and manslaughter, but today both the defense and prosecution agreed to sequester witnesses during trial, meaning witnesses can't be present in the courtroom before they testify. The judge also permitted Vermillion's children to non-contact visits in jail without DSS supervision, provided it was only the children's grandparents bringing the kids. Police say they still don't know why a 55-year-old Rapid City man died in Memorial Park on Tuesday. The victim, Webster Allen Tuhawk, was found near 5th and Omaha Streets around 10:30 in the morning. There were no signs of foul play. An autopsy did not pinpoint the cause of death. The investigation will continue as more tests are completed. Well, the Senate is unable to override President Obama's veto of the Keystone pipeline. The Keystone XL pipeline is now locked down. An attempt to override the Obama White House's veto of the legislation failed earlier today. Senate Republicans needed 67 votes to do so, and they fell short by 5. The Keystone project would have delivered oil from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. South Dakota Senator John Thune weighed in on the importance of the pipeline.
The Keystone Pipeline is a jobs issue. It's about our economy. It's about energy independence, about national security. It's investment in infrastructure. It's moving more oil through a pipeline instead of putting it on rail, which frees up rail cars to haul agricultural commodities in places like South Dakota. The implications of this for our economy and for our region are really important.
Now, this was the third veto President Obama has issued during his administration. And speaking of jobs and creating jobs, KOTA Territory job seekers had a chance to do some serious networking today as part of the Black Hills Regional Job Fair. More than 92 employers and government agencies set up booths today as part of the event designed to create new opportunities for businesses and people looking for work. The job fair provides employees unique opportunities to reach a large number of potential hires, but for many job seekers, they're just looking for someone to give them a chance.
It allows them to be able to have more of the community come to the area and kind of get a better hands-on experience of what there is out there for jobs.
I hope to create some relationships and things like that, and perhaps will hopefully lead to interviews and hopefully success.
Johnson says that the event has steadily grown each year and produced many new opportunities for job seekers and businesses recruiting them. Well, going up against parks in Florida, Nevada, and Texas, our very own Custer State Park is nominated for USA Today's Favorite State Park as part of their Reader's Choice. According to USA Today's website, a panel of U.S. travel experts narrowed down more than 6,000 state parks to just 20 nominees, including Custer State Park. KOTA Territory News learns about this nomination after a different freelance travel writer ranked Wind Cave National Park and Badlands National Park in the bottom 5 of his national parks. Now, this just proves that vast opinions that are out there. Voters have until March 30th to which state park tops them all. Now, motorists are being reminded to drive carefully when they're near Bighorn sheep. The state's Game, Fish, and Parks Department last month released 26 bighorn sheep in the high country near Deadwood. The herd, however, has repeatedly traveled down and around roadways over the past 2 weeks, occasionally presenting a hazard to travelers. Mike Kintick, regional supervisor at the department's Rapid City office, says it's not unusual for bighorn sheep to travel toward roads in search of salt. Now, a close call of another kind. A U.S. Airways airliner's cabin filled with smoke while taxiing after landing at Denver International Airport this afternoon. Passengers on board on Flight 445 used escape slides to excavate the plane after it came to a stop. The taxiway, one person had minor injuries. Passengers were taken by bus to the terminal. Well, a crazy scenario today as in South Korea as the U.S. ambassador is attacked and injured, and a plot straight out of a Hollywood movie is played out in real life. The very latest on a gold heist in North Carolina next as we cover the world.